It was, in a sense, history revisited. That early, hazy morning in the summer of 1987, the United States man-of-war slipped into Buffalo Harbor. One could almost visualize a drama which unfolded in these very waters some 175 years ago. A young naval officer for whom this modern-day warship is named uttered those historic words, "We have met the enemy and they are ours." It was during the Battle of Lake Erie, the War of 1812, that Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry defeated the British fleet. The Navy's guided missile frigate, the USS Oliver Hazard Perry, is the 6th U.S. warship named in honor of the naval hero. It was welcomed to Buffalo in an exchange of gun salutes upon its arrival for a 5-day visit. The Perry would receive thousands of visitors during its 21-port tour of the Great Lakes as part of the Navy's annual recruiting program. The ship's skipper is Commander Roger Cooper, a 19-year Navy veteran.
We have normally about 150 men on board. We're a unit of the Naval Reserve Force, which means in addition to all of our other missions, anti-air warfare, anti-submarine warfare, we have a mission for training naval reservists. And on a day-to-day basis, approximately 2/3 of my crew are active duty. The balance of my crew, the 1/3 remaining, are selected reservists from the Philadelphia area where we're home ported. And they serve on board 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. We are the prototype for the Oliver Hazard Perry class guided missile frigate. The Navy has approximately 50 of these units, and we're the first. That's one of 2 reasons that our ship's motto is Gallant Leader. Gallant Leader is first of the class, and primarily for being named after Oliver Hazard Perry.
A well-known sister ship of the Perry is the USS Stark, the guided missile frigate heavily damaged by an Iraqi jet firing French-built missiles on May 17, 1987, resulting in the death of 37 sailors. The Stark made a similar Great Lakes cruise and spent time here in Buffalo in late June of 1985.
Well, we have capability in almost all the mission areas for combat. We're primarily an anti-air warfare platform. Our main battery is the guided missile launcher up forward, which is capable of firing both surface-to-air and surface-to-surface cruise missiles. The gun mount we're standing next to right over here, for example, puts out more rounds per minute than 4 barrels on my last ship did. Last ship took about 85 men to man them up fully. It takes 2 men to man this gun. Just below us, down on the main decks, on port and starboard side, we have torpedo tubes. And aft on the fantail, we have the capability of carrying 2 anti-submarine warfare helicopters.
What I didn't see here, what I saw on the Stark, was the phalanx.
That's correct.
Is this customary not to have it, or on this type of ship?
Well, the phalanx is a system that was added to the ship, the class of ships, after the Perry was built. As in all updates on Navy ships, they're put in as part of ship alterations. And we're due to receive the phalanx in our next overhaul. Rapid blooming overhead shaft makes a very large target of aluminum foil cut to the size of the radar coming in, and it suckers, in effect, the missile off onto a worthless target.
No longer the traditional large ship's wheel. We have an electric hydraulic system on board, which we have an electric impulse feed and hydraulic cams that will, through a series of servo motors, to, in effect, move the rudder of the ship. The helmsman steers by a heading indicator in the center console, and he takes his direction from the junior officer of the deck, who has the con, that has control of the vessel.
Would this ship be able to move into the Mediterranean or the Persian Gulf if ordered, say within a month or 2, or do you have to modify?
This ship is fully operationally ready. The only thing that it doesn't have is a full crew. As I said, 1/3 of my ship are naval reservists, and they would have to be activated by the President. When they're brought on board, 100% operationally ready.
Say that you had similar circumstances with the Perry in the Persian Gulf, as happened to the Stark. What would your standard operational procedure be?
Well, for a couple of reasons, I'm not even going to begin to speculate on that. One, we don't have all the facts of the situation, and I don't know what I'd react to because I don't know what the situation was. And number 2, until we have those facts, it's really unfair to the crew members of the Stark to second guess, because it's entirely dependent on the threat, on the situation of the day, on the political conditions in the area, and on the rules of engagement, none of which I have here. I've been operating on the Western Atlantic and in the Great Lakes, and I don't have that information accessible to me.
On a lighter note, meet Chief Hospital Corpsman David Lusk, a sailor for 16 years and a professional magician for the past 3, who manages to find youngsters to entertain whenever his ship hits port. Today we find him at Buffalo's Children's Hospital.
As a hospital corpsman, you heal people, you help people, and it seems as a magician you're doing the very same thing in a different manner, aren't you?
Trying to heal the heart. There's kids, for example, here that we've seen today that are in a hospital. This is summer. Kids should be out playing. They're not. They're in a hospital. We need to give them a little bit more, something to do, something to take their mind off of being in the hospital and let them have a little bit of fun for a little while. It's no fun being in bed all day.
You seem to be enjoying it as well.
I love it.
So we're up here for 2 reasons. One, it's an opportunity for the people of the Midwest and the Upper Lakes to get to see a first-line combatant in the Navy that they support so well. The other issue is that we allow young men and women interested in perhaps investigating the service to come down and see what a Navy ship is like, to ask the Navy recruiters what might be available to them.
How do you find today's young sailors?
I think they're better trained and better educated than they were when I came into the service.